Most people still feel that their family is more important to them than their wife or their husband. You see, some people that are married, they still make their parents and their siblings a higher priority over their spouse. So if they have to choose, if they have to take a side, they will stand with their own family against their wife, or they will stand with their own family against their husband. That is why your marriage is not working. If you're the kind of person that you consider your mother, your father, or your sibling, as more important than your spouse, your marriage is going to have serious problem. Very big problem will come out of that. You know, anytime that your family members know, any day they discover that you prioritize them, you make them a higher priority over your spouse, they will never respect your spouse and they will never respect your marriage. In fact, they will not regard your spouse. Your spouse will be a nobody to them because they know that you hold them at higher standard and priority. You place them above your spouse. All right. So we have to be careful. You see, Bible speaking about marriage, the Bible said two shall become one. If you become one with your spouse, why would you consider your mother or your father to be more important to you than your husband or your wife? Why would you even think that your siblings are more important to you? You see, we have to be careful. We have to be really, especially those of you living abroad, you have to be careful because there are people, because you want to be giving money to your siblings, you want to be sending money home to your parents, you don't want to team up with your spouse financially. You tell your spouse, keep your own money. I want to keep my own money. Just because you want to be sending money home to your people. Your people, they are not a priority over your marriage. Listen, your parents are not, you are not in that marriage for your family. You are not in that marriage for your family, your siblings. That's not why you are there. The priority is your home, your husband or your wife, and your own children. That's your first priority before your husband, before your father and your mother. We have to be careful. And I noticed that some men, I have heard some men say that their wives are not members of their family. Are you kidding me? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Your wife, the mother of your children, is not a member of your family. That if you have to choose, you will choose your mother before you choose your wife. It doesn't make sense. Like, I've had a man, a grown-up man, tell me that if he has to choose, he will choose his mother before his wife. Like, why would you even say that? You are not married to your mother. You're not marrying your mother. All right? Like, it doesn't even make sense thinking about it. You are not in covenant with your mother. You married a wife, and that woman left her own people. She left her father and her mother, took your name, carried your children. 9 months, she went through pain to carry each of your children. And you are saying that she's not a member of your family. So when you call for family meeting, your wife is not there. Your siblings are there, but your wife is not there. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? We have to be careful. And that is why your siblings don't respect your wife, because they know you don't respect her. They know that she's not your priority. That if you have to choose, you will choose them, your mother and your father and your siblings. You will choose them first before you choose your wife. It doesn't make sense. That's not biblical. That's not what the Bible is teaching. We have to be careful. I'm saying this again. You cannot, I say you cannot place your family above your spouse. That is not biblical. Your spouse is your first priority. They will come before any other person. So if you are the kind of person that placed your family above your spouse, you are making a big mistake. And that is why your marriage is not working. Don't expect it to work, because the Bible said you have to leave so you can cleave. So if you have not left, you got to leave so you can cleave. All right, very, very important. And this is why most of you want to keep your own money. You don't want to team up. You want independence. You want to keep your own money so that you'll be sending money to home and your wife will not know, or your husband will not know. You are wrecking your marriage. You are destroying your marriage. For the fact you think that your family is more important to you and that you can hide money and send to them. I'm not saying you shouldn't help your family, but this is my mindset about it. Any money that leaves your family, your husband, your wife should know. They should know. Okay? Whether you decide to team up, have one account, mutual account, joint account, whether you want to do that or not, it's not my business. But any money that leaves the house to go to anybody in your family, the both of you should know. Both of you should be aware of it. If you are the kind of person that is hiding money, sending money home, and nobody knows, your wife doesn't know, your husband doesn't know, you have an investment, building a house somewhere for your family or whatever, setting them up, and your spouse doesn't know, I just want to say, you are making a big mistake. You are not doing marriage. In marriage, you don't hide things. You work together as a team and you help both families. All right. God bless you. Never, ever, ever make anybody a priority above your spouse, not even your children, not your mother, not your father, not your siblings. They don't come before your wife. They don't come before your husband. Your spouse is your first priority after God. That is the only way your family can respect your marriage. When they know you love your spouse, you're working together, you are teaming up, you don't hide anything from each other. When they know that whatever you tell them, that whatever they tell you, whatever they send to your phone, that you will share it with your spouse, that your spouse must know whatever they tell you, they will respect your marriage. Yes, but when you are keeping secret for your family, you hide things from your spouse, and you are discussing it with your family, they will never respect you. They will never respect your marriage. They will never respect your spouse because they know you don't even care about your own marriage. Be careful. God bless you.